Welcome to the Knuckleheads of Liberty. The military actually it seems like their concerns are out of proportion with respect to COVID. Yeah, I guess is the best way to say it. They back in March, I guess, early March. It sounds like the U.S. Navy ordered a destroyer, one of their destroyers, to be docked instead of deployed as it was intended to be, because the commander on the ship refused to get a COVID vaccine. This seems, we're kind of on military alert, it seems like right now. I mean, we've literally got a war going on with superpower that's occurring, and so you would think this would be really important to make sure
there's a threat of nuclear weapons out there.
Yeah. You'd think it would be really important to make sure that our resources were deployed wherever they need to be deployed. But they said, this guy, he's not, he hasn't been vaccinated, and so there's a safety risk there. But anyways, here's exactly what the quote was from the admiral. Okay, this is Admiral Daryl Claude, and this is apparently a comment within the court, the military court, I guess, about it. It says, "In the deadly business of protecting our national security, we cannot have a sailor who disobeys a lawful order to receive a vaccine because they harbor a personal objection, any more than we can have a sailor who disobeys the technical manual for operating a nuclear reactor because he or she believes they know better." And it's just weird that, you're putting this on par, not taking the vaccine, with messing around with the controls on a nuclear reactor. So, anyways, I kick this off to you guys here. I know you guys have some comments.
Well, I mean, it is very dangerous what this military is doing. They're going woke with a lot of the nonsense they're doing. But there's a little complicated issue involved here with this particular case. Even though you can never understand, there's a war going on and there's nuclear weapons potentially involved. You'll want all of the people out there in the military theater trying to fight, or defend our great land. But in this particular case, there's a little complicated issue here, which is whether a member of the Navy, in this case it's the Navy, can disobey a lawful order. And the order was that he had to take the vaccine. Now, if it's a private citizen, a civilian like me, sure, I could make noise with my employer about that. That's a different matter. But when you're in the Navy, you sign that piece of paper saying that you're going to obey all lawful commands. And there's nothing illegal about the command to take the vaccine. So that's the complicated issue. Right now, a judge has put an injunction upon it, and he's telling, well, no, you can't punish the officer right now. But it complicates the matter. But you do raise an interesting point, Jason, which is, I mean, okay, fine, it's a vaccine against COVID. I mean, God, should we be more concerned about the COVID than about protecting the national security of our land? Come on, all right?
This is the healthiest group, right? That's as far as their response. These are all young men on this ship.
Exactly.
Anyways, over to Tim there. What do you think, Tim?
Well, I'm kind of torn, like Leon probably. Okay, sure, you've got maybe you're against having that order to get the vaccine, but the guy not only disobeyed that, but he also had COVID symptoms and came back to the ship and started working there without telling anybody. Right. So, it's not just one thing, it's two or who knows how many other things. I think he also went away, something about where he was going that wasn't disclosed, that also was not liked by his superior. So you got to obey the orders. I'm sorry. It's not normal life. And there we are, up against time.
It almost seems like the orders, though, are like, your shoes aren't polished correctly. I mean, at least on the spectrum of things. But, we have orders, too, and our time is just about up.
Thank you for listening to the Knuckleheads of Liberty podcast.